Howdy, guys. Just want to kind of go over what our current assignment is, guys. In Teams, there's a Halloween contest that we can find on Thingiverse. If I was to search up Thingiverse or follow the link on the Teams page, it would take me right over here. Right here, guys, Halloween decoration contest. Down below, we can see that you can win a 3D printer. You can win some filament, the plastic for 3D printers. There's a couple cool prizes. Down at the bottom, it shows us how to enter the contest. Right here, if I was to click on View All or click on the link from Teams, it shows us some other student examples of what some other people have made. Halloween-themed items, guys. So one thing I kind of want to go over with you all is a cool little way to maybe make a Halloween cookie cutter. So if I go to app.sketchup.com/app, that's the website that we're using for 3D printing. This is what I want you guys kind of make today. Maybe some Halloween cookie cutters. Right here we have a pumpkin. So I'm going to kind of quickly go through and show you guys how to make a cookie cutter. So right here I have a pumpkin. Rather than a pumpkin, I'm just going to go ahead and search maybe a 2D bat. I'm going to go on and find a cool little two-dimensional bat image that I'm going to convert into 3D. So right here I have this image. I like this bat image. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to right-click it. I'm going to save the image as. I'm going to make sure that it says JPEG image. I'm going to call this Bat2. Maybe whatever you want. Give it a file name, something quick and easy that you can remember. Just make sure that this says JPEG image or PNG image. If it does not say JPEG or PNG image, you want to go to All Files. Click right here on your file name and add a .jpg at the end of your file name. And that's going to convert that image from whatever it was. Maybe it was a web file. That's pretty common when you get an image from Google. But you want to click on All Files, click on .jpg. If it doesn't already say JPG, click on Save. Then I'm going to go over to SketchUp. I'm going to name my project real quick. I'm going to go to SketchUp. I'm going to call this Halloween Cookie Cutter. I'm missing O. Let me go back and change that real quick. All right. All right, Halloween Cookie Cutter. Now my file has a name. So now I have my pumpkin that I already made. You can choose to do this with a pumpkin, a bat, a skull, whatever Halloween image you like. Maybe you don't necessarily like some of those Halloween images. But this is a Halloween-themed contest, so keep that in mind. We want to try to do something Halloween-themed. So now that I have my image saved, I'm going to go to Import from my device. I'm going to choose my device to make sure that I find this file. And I'm going to find that image that I just saved, Bat2. I'm going to go ahead and open that, and I'm going to load it as an image. I'm going to place it anywhere I like on SketchUp right now for that matter. Once I click once, it's going to show me where my origin is going to be to set my image, and then it's going to let me scale it to whatever size I like. So I'm going to give myself a nice, easy, workable file size. All right, I'm going to hit my O for Orbit tool, see a nice top view of my image, and right now it is saved in a format known as a group. So now anything I do to this image or anything I draw or add is not going to affect my image. I'll talk a little bit about more what that means here in just a minute. But here I have my bat image, guys. So what I'm going to basically start doing right now is tracing this bat. I'm going to trace the outside lines. I can go through and use a couple of tools that I already know how to use from some of the earlier assignments, like A for Arc Tool. I'm going to zoom in on my image, make sure that it says on edge or on face of my image. If I slowly move my mouse, it's going to say on face or on edge. I'm going to be on a face, so I'm going to use my 2-point arc tool, find 2 spots on my bat wing. So now go ahead and try to draw or trace this bat wing arc. So I'm going to make sure that I'm on the face of my image. Right there, now I have my line. If I use my spacebar to select tool, I can select my line and see this blue line that I just drew with my arc tool. So now, let's say I don't really know about arc tool right now. I just want to use my line tool. I'm going to move my mouse around. I'm going to hit L for line tool. Click on the end of that line that I already drew. And I'm just going to kind of zoom in and slowly make sure that I'm doing my best to zoom in and trace the outside of this bat to the best of my ability. I just want to make sure that as I'm drawing, it says on the face of the image, so that I'm not drawing something in a different plane. So I'm going to go to face, make sure I'm on the face, and I'm just going to slowly go around and trace my bat image. If you have a mouse, it's so much easier to kind of move it around. So I'm just going to do my best to trace the outside of this bat, making sure that I'm on the face. Right here, it's a rounded shape, but I'm still just going to use the line tool. Doing my best to trace the outside lines of this bat. Zooming out, zooming in. On the face of my image. And I'm going to go on the inside of my bat image. Doing my best to trace it. Making sure that it says on face of image. The more detail and the slower you go through this, the more clean your image is going to look. Some of these curved lines may be done better using the A for Arc tool. I'm just going to trace some lines around. All right, now I'm going to jump back to A for Arc. Draw my lines to the best of my ability. Using the Arc tool, I'm going to save me some time. I'm going to use the Arc tool again. Do my best to kind of make a curved bat wing. Right here, I'm going to do another arc, making sure that I'm on the face of the image. Now I can jump to my line tool. Make sure I'm on the face of my image still. Jump to A for Arc tool, perhaps again. Right here and right here. I want to make sure I'm on the face of the image. I'm going to find the escape. Let me finish this line out here, guys. I'm going to start a new arc right here. Once I've closed my image, once I've traced all my outside lines, it's going to become this solid object like this. So now I've more or less traced my bat. I can now select my image from underneath. You'll notice these white lines come around the item that I've selected. I use my space bar Bring on my arrow to select tool, then I'm going to delete. And then now I have this pretty cool instance of a little bat silhouette, guys. This will work for a skull using line tools or arc tools. This will work for a pumpkin like I have over here. Right now I'm doing a bat. So I have my bat image right here. I'm going to go ahead and do my F for offset tool. Select the image that I am going to offset. I'm going to use my F tool, and I'm going to kind of give my bat a little thickness. I'm going to use the offset tool. It's going to create the exact same image, but it's going to go around the image that I've already selected. Now I have this instance of my same exact bat line that I just drew, or my tracing that I just did. I use the offset tool to make a copy of it slightly bigger. So now I can go into the center of my bat, delete it, and now I have this cool little silhouette that I'm going to use the push-pull tool to now use to go ahead and bring up and make my cookie cutter shape. So I'm going to go ahead and push-pull it up. I'm just going to eyeball this, guys. Make it look about as thick as I would want a cookie cutter to be. So now I have the good start of a bat cookie cutter shape. In order to give a cool little thickness, if we've all seen cookie cutters, they have this nice little edge on a cookie cutter, much like my pumpkin has, to get a better grip. So now in order to create that image, or that grip, I'm going to go ahead and use my offset tool once again. I'm going to use my spacebar to select. I'm going to select this face of my image here. I'm going to use the F for offset tool. I'm going to give another little border. So now I have this thickness added to the outside of my cookie cutter. I'm going to use my push-pull tool. I'm going to push-pull this up just a little bit to give it a nice little edge. Then I'm going to find this face right here and push-pull it up again. And here I have a nice little edge for my cookie cutter. As simple as that. Now I have a bat cookie cutter shape. I can then triple click and select all of this. Use the S tool to select and maybe scale down a bit if I like. But right here, I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. Use that to maybe apply to a skull or something else. But this is a cool little Halloween activity that you guys can try to make for this Halloween contest. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and see you guys next time.